Hello, this is Rebecca Carshare. This is the self-care series, and today we're going to talk about dental health. Dental health. So keep in mind, I am prefacing this whole program on the fact that I don't go to a conventional medical doctor for anything unless it's an absolute emergency. And I know that that is in itself subjective, but this also does include dental. And so how the heck do I not go to the dentist? Very easily. I just don't. Obviously, eating healthy, obviously, taking good care of my teeth, brushing and flossing and rinsing and so on, all the basic stuff. And so that's enough for me. What I also do is take good nutrition, and I am in constant awareness of myself, meaning nothing is separate, and even dentistry only focuses on the mouth. What about the rest of the body and how it's all interconnected? And so now keep in mind, I'm a practitioner. I am an energy medicine practitioner and have been for quite some time now. And so I want to teach you how to be self-reliant and aware. I'm not teaching neglect. I'm teaching ultra responsibility for your own health. So here's the history. Way back when, and let me explain. Way back when, there was a dentist in the early 20s his name was Royal Lee. And he was a dentist who recognized brilliantly that there was a connection, a correlation between what someone was eating, their health, and their mouth, and the health of the mouth. And so it intrigued him enough that he developed his own multivitamin that he was administering and noticing and correlating that the multivitamin and one's health, changing one's diet, made an improvement in the mouth. And so he went on to develop that multivitamin that I'm referring to is called Catalin, and Catalin was developed in 1929 as with the company itself called Standard Process. So Standard Process has been around for about 95 years now, and they are a whole food supplement company that I use almost exclusively in my practice for all that they provide from that perspective. And so they are like a dinosaur these days when it comes to whole food and organic. And so I want you to be aware of that and understand that Standard Process now has hundreds of products, and they treat the entire body. They help support the entire body and to keep it healthy. So that's why I don't like that reliance on going to a dentist, because it is not the whole story. And so for an example, so patients call me. Mind you, I do sessions over the phone almost exclusively. Very few people see me in person these days, but there was a time that they did. People can call me on the phone and ask me, gee, my tooth hurts, what's going on? And so we go from there. Or, oh, I have this problem with my gums or my teeth, and can you help me out? And I will give them information that has seemingly unrelated information that actually ties in with their health and ties into a bigger picture here, which is forgiveness and oneness and self-love. So, that being said, I utilize what is called kinesiology or muscle testing. And muscle testing is a way to check the energy for truth. That's essentially what it's doing, is you're connecting to the truth of a statement or or what you're holding in mind. The intention, you're checking the truth essentially. So, and the energy of the mouth can be evaluated. So for instance, getting back to Royal Lee, he became friends with a chiropractor whose name was Dr. Versendahl. And he developed contact reflex analysis, which is also another, I don't want to say diagnostic tool, but another way to evaluate the body and see what it needs, and then, take it from there. So I have that background, contact reflex analysis, and Dr. Versendaal was able to determine that the energy of the mouth and the teeth is a 17. That sounds crazy. What does that mean, 17? That means that when you muscle test a patient, the health of the top and the bottom should pulse with muscle testing a 17 out of 17. I'm not going to go into great detail with this, because if that just went over your head, and for most people it will, and this is if I grabbed your attention and you want to learn this, there's two things you can do. You can sign up for my online course on muscle testing. I teach a technique called Source Energy Technique. It's available online on my website. You can purchase per class or purchase the whole module, module 1, Energy Basics. So anyway, there's all different promos, all different packages, and so check that out. Or if you just want to learn the muscle testing, you can click on just the ones for muscle testing. And then you'll start to learn what I know and why I don't go to the dentist. If this is also intriguing you, another way that you can learn more is my book is coming out this year. I think the title will be called Wake Up, I Am the Cure. And this will go into more detail about dental health and muscle testing. Okay, so 17 out of 17. Let me give you some more specifics. Donna Eden, in her book, Energy Medicine, has a wonderful chart of the top teeth and bottom. And each tooth connects to a different organ or gland. And so I will include that as well in this series, so you can see that. And of course, just search online and you'll see tons of graphs. I'm sure hers is online, charts on how a tooth back here, what that means. And so as an example, I'm just gonna tell a fib, and let's see. So someone says, oh, my tooth hurts over here. And then what I'll do is I'll scan it. Now again, this is over the phone, so I scan it in my mind and I find the spot, and then I will ask spirit what's going on, and I'll ask if it's an organ, is it a gland, is it a trauma, and we go down and down until we figure out what it is, and then we will address the bigger issue. And so I think, in short, that's a big part of dental health. There are lots that can be that we can do for one's teeth. Each person has their own specific and unique needs, and so it takes more fine-tuning and more detective work to get into the nitty-gritty of someone's health in the mouth. And so I'm going to end here. I want to thank you, and I hope that I've intrigued you, and I hope that you'd like to learn more information. Grab my book, learn about muscle testing, make an appointment with me. I do little mini meet and greet sessions, so you can throw me. You got 15 minutes. You got my full undivided attention. If you're stuck on a health issue, I'd be happy to solve the problem, for lack of better words. And so that's all for today. Thank you for tuning into this self-care series. More to come, lots more. Thank you.